episode 5, Romance Short. We regret to inform you that Matthew Fox is no longer with us. He's coming back though, right? I didn't know where to go after that one.
Hopefully, yeah.
He's still in Florida.
He's in vacation.
What was I going to say? Oh, you missed it, Drew, but Josh and I were here waiting for you, and we were talking about Weird Al, the Weird Al movie.
Oh, yeah.
And I don't think I'd ever really you mentioned that he was like your exposure into like tons of real music.
Right.
I never really put that together.
Working it backwards.
I don't think I knew like who George Harrison was or
This song is just six words long.
exactly. You're right. And like there's like so much music that I was like, oh, they're covering Weird Al here. You know, like at the pizza joint or whatever.
Yeah. No, keep going.
Yeah. So I mean, like, to me, like, oh yeah, great idea. To me, Weird Al was like like music was expensive when I was a kid. You know, like one album, you had to like you couldn't like kind of pick from everything. Mm-hmm. So like I do feel like Weird Al was like this kind of quintessential like intro to things.
He was the ultimate compilation.
Holy shit. I never thought about that.
Yeah.
Holy shit.
Should have wrote that one down.
Well, yeah, no, for sure. I never thought about, wow, because he would do the medleys. He'd do the Polka My Eye Out or Polka, whatever things. Yeah, no, he rules. I mean, I do think that My Sharona is better than My Bologna. Both rule in their own right.
I mean, so yeah, I think what I meant by that, like, I didn't want to disparage the original, but I don't think I've ever really like listened to it. Like,
it rules, dude.
I mean, it's a great song, and I think like what I loved about the Weird Al version was like there's like a grittiness or like kind of like I'm hamming this song up, and to do that, it's a little. I just prefer it better. You know, I just like the growl in his voice.
It's significantly
faster.
faster.
Clear delivery or something.
I actually listened to both of them on the way down, just to get pumped up. But yeah, no, it's the movie's really good. There was another, like I was mentioning, this other crazy group text I have where I was like, no, the movie's great because it's, if you haven't seen it, it's worth checking out because it's they just kind of flip the whole premise of him as an artist. It's pretty good.
I'm gonna say Amish Paradise,
dude.
Better than Gangster's Paradise.
Yeah, for sure.
Which is also a cover.
Is it?
Yeah, it's Stevie Wonder.
Gangster's Paradise is a Stevie Wonder song?
I thought it was that Michael McDonald song. Or no, that's Regulators, isn't it? Never mind.
I don't know. I mean, are you talking about a cover?
Tell me what I'm thinking of.
Or a sample?
A sample.
Oh, well, that's every rap song.
Almost.
Pretty much. So I never thought about him as a compilation. That's a good one. Because he'd have multiple songs from different artists on one album. You just rattled my cage, Drew.
All right, and we're done.
Yeah. All right. See you guys next week. But no, that was one of our topics. Well, multiple topics. I do definitely want to touch on the birthing one because that shit got out of control in the group text.
That was fun, yeah.
But yeah, favorite music compilation CD. What was that?
I think that was the headphones.
Oh. Well, I don't know. We'll find out. Let's see. Hold on. Can you hear this? Yeah, man.
Missing out on something.
Damn.
Yeah.
Light the beam.
I think Kids Bop, this is the series. That's my favorite my compilation.
Trying to think the first one I actually had.
Mine was probably like a Weird Al. But like a Punk-O-Rama for sure.
Yeah, Punk-O-Rama 2 was the first one I ever had.
What was the one with the guy peeing on the wall? The E?
That's 2.
That's 2? Yeah, that was
That's
the first one.
one.
Yeah. Or there's like the circus one.
3.
That's 3?
Or was it 4?
That had like H2.
With the black eye in the pit.
No, the one I'm thinking about was like, it had like the pig guy. He looked like a pig and he had a leather jacket.
Yeah.
That's
okay. I know the one you're talking about. I don't know.
That one was like, everybody had that thing.
Yeah.
I didn't, coincidentally. I remember
really?
but I do remember everyone having it and
Very
thinking
punk rock.
like I never really liked compilations by the time like I kind of got past them really quickly because it was like I'd rather just buy the whole album.
That's how I feel about like Pandora. Like if I want to listen to Otis Redding, I want to listen to like Otis Redding radio.
Right. I want the deep cuts.
Yeah.
Like I want to know what they were all about. And I think that was like my problem in high school was like buying too many CDs. Like I have so many CDs.
Or not being allowed to buy CDs because you couldn't buy that Life is Peachy.
Oh,
We talked about
that's
that.
right. That's right.
I was still recording radio on cassette up through like my senior year.
Oh wow. Yeah, I was kind of the same way about the comps. Like I have a ton of them. Like a bunch of like Honest Dons.
Yeah.
Honest Don's greatest shits. Where
Yeah.
he's, like
Those
pooping
seem
on
great.
cheap, I think, right?
Those
Those
are
are
so good.
Yeah. But
Hopeless was good.
Hopeless
Yeah.
had some good ones. Like the fat ones are always the best ones though.
Yeah.
Like I have short music for short people.
Is that the 30-second?
Yeah.
Yeah.
99.
Those were great too.
And it was hard too because like I had it and then I still have it, but like no CD player could read like 90, like up past like 80 or whatever. So like I never ever heard like the last like 10 songs on the album. So yeah, there was some killer songs on there. Rancid had a really good one on there, but so
I had a friend give me a cassette once,
Mhm.
and it was like I thought it was just a mixtape, and it was like kind of like a punk comp. I'm like, oh, this is pretty good. Like I don't have like the liner of this. I don't know who any of these bands are, but it actually was a compilation.
Oh,
CD
really?
that he just ripped. I was like, oh fuck, pretty good.
the Lookout ones were always pretty good too. I remember those.
Yeah.
So
when I was in high school, I used to like write to the bands on the record label because they had like a PO box or
Oh,
something.
yeah.
So like I'm gonna write like a heartfelt letter or like tell them about my stuff or whatever. And like if they sent you stuff, it'd always be like a compilation.
Yeah.
Like you got like I'm on this weird record labels compilation. So I got like a bunch of stuff that way, but like I never wanted to like go out and buy them.
I did that, but way too late for Blink 182
oh really?
because I had like I think I got their first CD like probably like 10 years after it was released.
Yeah.
And then it's like send a self addressed stamp or a letter, and we'll send you back some merch.
And you never heard.
I
from
never got
them?
anything
I
back.
got back to you. Yeah.
It just went
Right?
straight into the shredder. What was their first album? Was it the Buddha?
Yeah, I think it was
Really?
Buddha and then Cheshire.
Huh? Cheshire.
Cheshire.
Cheshire. Sir Shoulder. Yeah, I don't know. I was more like Josh, or like I'd rather have the whole album.
You're right.
You know.
Right.
But comps were, yeah, they were cool.
Like the
It's a
South
gateway
Park.
drug.
Did you guys ever hear that like Chef Aid
yeah, Chef
album?
Aid.
That was a really great
Yeah.
album. Like,
Dude,
does
that's
that
what-
count as a compilation?
The Rancid had a song that Brad Logan.
that song's awesome.
that song fucking
Yeah.
rules, and you can't find. It's like only on YouTube
Right. You know who Brad Logan is?
from Leftover Crack.
Right.
Yeah.
F minus.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. Leftover Crack is not bad. I've actually listened to them a little bit, and they're not too bad. I was like surprised. I was like, oh, it's gonna be like gutter punk, and it was really like pretty good stuff.
Yeah. No, I like them. Like F minus was. I don't. I when I was like a kid that wanted to listen to like gritty music.
Mhm.
That's what I listened to.
Yeah. What did I listen to? What was I listening to?
Weird Al.
Weird Al. Oh, I was on Spotify, and I heard that song "Carry On" by "Carry On My Wayward
Oh,
Son."
Kansas.
Yeah.
Is that- yeah.
That song fucking rules. And then I just put on like Kansas radio, and it's just like 70s bangers nonstop. A lot of them I skip because I've heard a billion times, but
Yeah. What was I was listening to that Chrissy McVie died.
oh yeah,
from
yeah.
Fleetwood
R.I.P.
Mac.
Oh yeah.
And I was like listening to that song,
Pour
like
one out.
the like loving is fun, or you make loving fun or whatever. I was like, this reminds me of like the dentist office, but also like
Elevator
I
music.
could hear it in a different light after, because I'm like, oh, this person's dead and it's probably like meaningful to them, but like,
Yeah, Fleetwood Mac was a band like much like the Dead, where I shit on them and never listened to them. And then
Yeah.
somebody was like, "You got to listen to Rumors," and I put
Yeah,
it on, and
yeah.
I was like, "I stand correct on everything." That
Right,
album is
right.
amazing.
right. That's what I think too. It's like, it reminds me of, it just like hits it like a different time than I was born. Like, I don't know, like it's clearly my parents' era. And like it took some introspection to appreciate.
Yeah, well, it's crazy too. Like they were all like banging each other. I think.
Yeah, kind of gross.
Yeah,
Like a
very
gross
incestual. And then, but then they were all like just coked out of their minds too
Yeah.
the whole time, and like then they made this album. It's a crazy album. Super good.
Yeah.
I don't know if I want to go see them though. That's the
Well, you
oh
can't
shit.
anymore. Yeah.
Not all of them.
No, this will force a reunion tour. I was thinking about that today. I was like, they're for sure gonna get back together because they're gonna be like, oh guys, we're getting to that age.
What else is Stevie doing?
Nothing probably.
Yeah, see,
So
well, more reason.
probably reading tarot cards somewhere.
I read that
Lighting incense.
she made an album in like 2017 with like all the Fleetwood Mac members except Stevie Nicks.
Oh really?
Yeah, which I was like,
Major burn.
that's right.
Damn.
I was like, that's as good as gets, I guess.
Jeez. What was there? The music compilations. That's this dude. So Sick New World
Oh,
Festival. We'll keep it on the
Oh,
music
that
tip.
poster.
Yeah, man. Well, I can edit it in post, but
Right.
so Fox is gonna drive us because Fox doesn't like music.
he likes to drive.
Right.
He loves to
driving.
drive. I don't know if you ever heard this story, Josh, but Fox drove Drew and I down to San Luis one time, and he let us drink the entire way down. We both
Steak number one.
yeah, number one was just driving in general. We drank a bottle of vodka each on the way down and forced him to listen to the Hold Steady and watch It's Always Sunny in Philadelphia.
At the same, like while he's driving.
I think we
Yeah.
rotated.
Well, yeah, because we were in the back seat, like we were taking a cab the whole way.
you were in the back. We weren't both in the back seat. Were we?
Yeah.
I
absolutely.
think at one point we were both in the back seat. Yeah. Just to fuck with him.
I think he bought a gas station hat. too,
Yeah,
which was
about a
really
gas
cool.
station at, yeah. That's kind of a go-to for me. But yeah, just yelling like,
So
"Do you
Fox
like
was
it
the
yet?"
responsible party.
Yeah, this time.
Yeah.
But he made up for it the next time.
"Oh,
Okay.
dude,
Yeah.
yeah."
But yeah, that was a trip all the way from like basically Lodi to San Luis Obispo.
No, it was the Bay Area because I was in Oakland and
Oh, okay.
you were I think nearby
Yeah.
somewhere.
So like 3.5 hours.
That place is super far.
Yeah.
I mentioned the other day, I was like, "Oh, we should like go down there for a weekend or whatever." And Katie's like, "It's like 6 hours away," and I was like,
San Luis Obispo.
"It's like 4.5, 5, isn't it?"
I mean, I think 4 hours.
It's like
Like
4 from here.
I think it's just you gotta take one, which is
we split our trip from like Legoland to there,
Mhm.
and it was like the drive home. I was like, this is more tolerable than 8 hours.
Not bad.
yeah, 6 is
Yeah,
more
so
tolerable.
I don't
It's
think
better than
6. 6 is like
No,
Anaheim. I think yeah, it's like 4. Like yeah.
It's a
I just
really
think it's
boring
because it's
ride.
like the highway the whole time, or like you're on one for a giant majority of it.
It's
so.
all boring ass countryside
Five
until
is-
you
yeah.
get to
Five's
like
bad,
almost the
101's not
coast.
Pretty good.
Yeah, 5's like you go through like once you pass like Tracy, you go up in those hills that
Mhm.
are all brown.
the Altamont.
No, like whatever that whatever the 5 thing is by there's the water channel.
Yeah, the Altamont.
Yeah.
No,
But then it has like a different like weird split off. And,
Yeah, then you go to Kettleman City, whatever, and you take that
Get your
on
internet.
some more brown, boring hills.
Yeah.
Until you get to 101.
So
But,
we spend that whole time in the car, and we're like 2 blocks away from the place we're staying, and that's when I decided to get sick in his car.
yeah.
Decide. It's all choice.
'Cause whose
Like,
house did we stay
Really,
at?
we're 2 blocks away.
I'm gonna throw up. No, we're 2 blocks away. And I think you threw up on his pillow.
Yeah,
We stayed at someone's house. Like we just showed up at someone's parents' house or something.
yeah. It was our friend's parents' house,
Oh.
and he wasn't even there.
Who was it?
It was Nick.
Nur?
Uh huh.
He's not my friend. I was never friends with that dude. Putting all these we and us things around loosely.
Guilty by association.
Yeah. Oh yeah, that's true. But yeah, that was wild. Like just blasting the Hold Steady the whole way down and just be like, "Do you like it yet? Do you like it?" And he'd be like, "Yes." Like,
Is this the same song again?
yeah, this is just one big song. And then yeah, he had the portable DVD player, and we just had "It's Always Sunny" like season
Dude.
1.
Yeah, like I remember driving with that guy and like him watching TV.
Yeah.
I'm like, do you want me to drive? It's so like,
This is the good part.
Yeah. Well, let me rewind it.
Eyes on the road. Eyes on the
Yeah.
road.
right.
Shut up, it's fine. But yeah, he'll be back next week, I guess.
Yeah.
So
Well, I mean, I do feel it's appropriate we're talking about music today.
yeah, because he hates music.
Because he doesn't
Doesn't.
talk about music. And like,
This
we
is
used to
Possum
commute to
Dixon.
work together, and he had this at XM radio. And this was back in like 2008.
Yeah.
So you're like, oh, okay, like you don't have this free. It was like a free, amazing access thing.
Yeah.
He's like listening to talk radio
Yeah.
or something on it. I was like, man, let me just take over
Oh
here.
God, yeah, he listens to the movie soundtracks or the scores.
Yeah.
It drives me insane.
Oh yeah, who wants to listen to fucking Mary Poppins or whatever the fuck?
Hans
Yeah.
Zimmer.
Yeah, a bunch of Hans Zimmer, like John Williams from Star Wars or some shit.
Do you know which movie this is from?
Yeah.
Yes,
Yeah.
Pirates again.
Pirate, it's Dead Man's Curse. Come on.
This is where Johnny Depp. I know.
This is the part where Orlando Bloom cannot get out of the handcuffs.
Just like the ride.
Oh, he's gonna be pissed when this comes out. But no, sick new World Festival. We're going. It's in Las Vegas.
Yeah.
I wish it was
Yeah.
in New Orleans. I'd
Name
go
some
visit.
of the date or name some of
Yeah,
the
yeah.
acts.
All right.
the acts?
The headliner, System of a Down.
Our fave.
Yeah.
Corn with a K.
Ooh.
Right. Backwards R too.
Yeah, that's
Yeah.
true. Deftones, Sacramento.
Local.
Okay, yeah, they're the band I want to see every time they
I've
come
never seen
through, but I
Deftones.
never go to see them.
I saw him at the Memorial, like when Around the Fur came out. It was the loudest show, like to
In
date.
Stockton?
No, in Sac.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, because you were at
Yeah,
the.
I was at this one, and
That was like a crazy one. No one even knew it was happening.
dude,
right?
I was at the warehouse in Lodi, and like I overheard
trying to
someone,
buy Life is Peachy.
like no, yeah, trying to buy
Like,
Live
dude,
is
Josh,
PG.
I can't sell it to
Yeah,
you.
they're
Come on,
like stay away from it.
man.
So like someone's like Red Hot Chili Peppers and the Deftones, and I was like, that makes no sense. Like I was like, that does in 1997 or whatever, like or 98, whatever year it
Yeah,
was.
it was.
Like that makes no sense for a band, two bands like that to tour.
Mm.
And then like, so I was like chilling in like ceramics class, and this kid walks in, and I was like, in this kind of like group of people that were like super bitchy, and they like didn't want to hang out or like talk, or they're like super exclusive. So like, I'm gonna go sit by this new loner dude, or whatever. And we're like talking, we get to know each other over a couple of weeks or a couple days. And I was like, hey, I'm gonna go see the Deftones with the Red Hot Chili Peppers. And he's like, oh yeah, I'm going too. I'm like, sweet. You want to go together? He's like, yeah. He's like, my brother's in the band. I'm like, what are you talking about?
Oh, no way.
He's like in the Deftones. So his like brother was like the bass player.
Yeah,
in the
Chad.
Deftones.
Awesome.
R.I.P.
So yeah, I gave him a ride. we go to the show, and he gives me a backstage pass, and like we like sit back and like go where in this back room where I meet all the Deftones and
Whoa.
all their kids.
Yeah.
Like everyone. It was like I met their moms and stuff. It was like super
hot?
super. I mean, they were like regular people.
Yeah.
Like that was like the most impressive thing to me. It was like just like how they weren't impressed as much as I was. And was, like totally blown away, like felt super welcomed, like just such an amazing experience, and like watched the band from the side of the stage.
The only way to watch a band.
It was
in my opinion.
amazing. Like, and I was like, this is great. And then I hung out and tried to meet the Red Hot Chili Peppers, but it didn't go so well.
See, what you got to do is get a case of water and just walk up to them.
That's
Yeah.
true.
No,
You
my
gotta act like you
strategy was
belong.
like I'll talk to them immediately after their set,
Mhm.
before the encore.
Yeah.
Because that's the time to talk,
Yeah.
right? I mean, that's when everyone's got
That's
a
what-
free moment. So I was like 17-year-old, like, hey guys, what's up?
Can
And
we get
they're
a
like,
group picture?
like we just like took our socks off or
Yeah.
whatever. Like,
Do you guys,
like,
can you guys taking requests?
yeah. And I literally said like, all right, I'll be over here. You know, like trying to save some face or whatever.
When you're done.
right in a minute, you know, you want to hang out with a 17-year-old.
Yeah, that you
I have my
know it.
license in
See what I
Stockton.
made in ceramics?
Yeah, I just remember like the next day, like everyone like I knew, like kind of almost was like at that show. It was crazy.
It was a who's who of Stockton. I felt like,
The Diaz brothers.
dude. I remember like some dude at school was like from a band, like a local band. Was like, I saw you up there.
Oh wow,
I was like, yeah, I know this
That's right.
guy.
That's right, fool.
Yeah, that was it.
Stephen Malkovich was there. Chris Isaac was there from
Right.
Stockton.
That's all right.
Yeah, I've seen the guys in Deftones like around. I've seen Chino. He lives in Oregon now, I think.
Yeah,
But I've seen him. I think Abe owns B-Sides, or he's like a co-owner.
he lives in your
Yeah.
neighborhood. I think like in,
Abe does?
Yeah, or in that vicinity of Sacramento.
Huh.
'Cause I know my my sister-in-law would always see him
Oh, really?
when she lived in Carmichael.
He's a pretty recognizable dude, I think.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think he's like a co-owner of B-Sides or something like that. That bar rules. We should definitely go
that's
to
one of my
B-Sides.
favorites, hands down.
Yeah, we should go to B-Sides one night.
I was listening to Crosses today.
Oh, I've never listened to that.
It's pretty good.
I'll check it out on the way home.
Side
Well,
project.
Evanescence.
Well, you skipped Incubus.
Oh, well, that's fine. I've seen Incubus.
That's
Not
a
impressed.
band Fox would see.
Probably.
Probably.
Because
Actually,
his
yeah.
wife likes Incubus.
We could probably
Oh,
get Paul to go.
Oh,
And
Little,
So-
Fox go.
What do you guys think about Incubus and Faith No More? You guys into Faith No More at all?
Yeah.
Like I kind of feel like Incubus got a lot of their influence from.
oh man, I don't know. Faith No More is nuts.
Yeah.
I mean, like I feel like the King for a Day, Fool for a Lifetime album could be like an Incubus, like early Incubus album.
Really?
Yeah, I don't know.
I feel like Faith No More is a band I should like, but I haven't like fully dived into them.
I think you should like. I
Yeah.
would wholeheartedly like endorse. I feel like they were ahead of their time. Like they were probably like. I don't think people understood them enough to
Yeah.
they
really
had like
embrace
that
them.
one single on the radio, and that was
Epic.
Epic.
Yeah, I
yeah.
think
No,
that was, like,
listen to like the
Yes.
yeah, like the Real Thing album's good. Like the one everyone loves is what's it called? Angel Dust.
Yeah.
that one's
the
amazing.
Swan.
Yeah, yeah. No, they're just good. I remember like listening to them late in life or whatever, like 10 years after they came out
Yeah.
for the first time, and be like, wow, these are really, really good.
I saw Korn, and the drummer for Faith No More was playing with Korn.
Oh, really?
Yeah. There's
Korn
that.
have another drummer, or like,
It was on the
what happened to
summer
their drummer?
sanitarium. We was talking about the summer sanitarium tour,
Okay.
where it was at Candlestick Park, and it was Metallica, Korn, Kid Rock, Powerman 5000, System of a Down, and I think like Limp Bizkit before they really blew up.
I think
I
they're
saw.
all on
See,
here.
like,
Yeah, they are.
dude,
it
that's
was
why
the original.
System of a
Sick.
Down gets a bad rap. Like it's the company you keep, and
Yeah,
you're like, you
guilty
got
by
like
association.
you name like 5 lame bands, and
Yeah.
then I heard System of a Down in there. And I was like,
What was I gonna say? Fuck, I forgot what I was gonna say.
So-
Evanescence,
Dude, fuck
Yeah.
Evanescence.
Turnstile. I was just talking about them.
you guys like those guys?
Yeah.
I need to check
like
them
a
out.
lot.
I've only heard like a couple songs.
Yeah, their new
Papa
album's really good.
Roach.
Oh, P Roach.
P Roach.
P. Roach?
Saw them in Lodi.
Chevelle's good. I like Chevelle.
I feel like Chevelle's like kind of like a Nickelback band.
They're like Nickelback mixed with a little bit of Tool vocals.
Maybe.
Like,
Okay.
Maybe like kind of teetering on like the whole Christian vibe.
yeah, that's.
Huh. Never picked that up.
I've honestly,
don't-
I,
but
I honestly don't know if I could even pick out a Chevelle song.
I feel like you could mix this whole like pile of bands together and do this whole thing with them. Where you're like,
Yeah.
this band's a little like Korn, which is like Placebo, which is like
Yeah.
whatever, like
Yeah, you just take like
I mean, that's-
15 musicians out of all these bands and
Right.
just play each other's music.
Dude,
it's
imagine
a sick
just
new world.
a jam sesh, a jam sesh between all those guys. I saw the lead. I've seen the lead singer Jacoby of Papa Roach around Sacramento a couple of times.
Yeah, you took a picture and sent it to me.
Yeah, he was jogging
hilarious.
down J Street, and I literally turned around in my car and drove back down and took a picture of
Yo,
him.
check it out. I'm like, who is that? I have no idea what the fuck that is.
Dude, I saw him dropping his kids off at school. I know where his kids go to school. It's super weird.
I started following him on Instagram. after
He
we
seems like a
kept
pretty
talking
cool
about him.
dude. Yeah.
Yeah, he's like a newfound Christian now.
Mhm. Well, you know.
Super positive.
Yeah, I drove down this street and I just see like I was like stuck in school traffic in the morning and I just see this like insane hair. And I was like, damn, like that guy,
That guy rocks.
that guy got all dressed up
He's
for
edgy.
it's 7:45. That guy's super into like school. And I was like, oh, it's the guy from fucking Papa Roach. So that was it.
I don't think I'd ever. Must have like face blindness. I can't recognize people.
I can't either. I'm the
Be
worst.
like, what's up?
Dude,
with
I'm
that
the best. I
guy's
love it.
hair? Yeah.
I fucking love seeing people, famous people
That's
all the
great,
time. It's
yeah.
great. I love it. My nephew was in a Papa Roach video.
Really?
Oh,
yeah.
That's right.
Yeah,
Was
he was
the-
in a.
The Last Resort one.
No, I
Oh, yeah.
wish.
My
No, it
friend
was like
from
one of
high
their.
school was in that.
Oh, really?
Yeah, like I remember, like what was that band? Like, I don't know. There's like so many bands. Like Head Trip. You guys remember that one?
Yeah, like the local Lodi band. Yeah, yeah.
Local Lloyd, and like my friend Astor played bass
Oh, I
in
know
there.
that
He's
guy.
like really good. Yeah.
That's the dude that threw a road, one of those like road cones at Fox.
Oh, okay.
at a show in someone's driveway and called him a tall bitch. That's where tall bitch. Get that tall bitch out of here. Yeah, Cigar play that band Cigar.
Yeah,
yeah, I
yeah.
remember
Again, more conflict between friends at our high schools. Like I don't always completely unnecessary.
Well, this
I have a flyer from Papa Roach playing like the senior center or something.
dude,
Oh,
remember
yeah.
when they played Cal Skate?
yeah,
I remember literally
remember that.
I went from like playing Cal Skate to being on MTV
Yeah.
within like a year of my life.
So crazy.
dedication, man.
Yeah.
Dedication. But who else we got? I think I saw.
Flyleaf.
Never heard of him.
Never heard
Placebo.
of them. I like them. They're tight. And when I looked at that on how low it is on the bill, I'm like, this band should headline. Placebo's an amazing band. Like, they remind me like Depeche Mode mixed with like
Oh,
the rest of this style music or something.
yeah.
So
I
they-
thought like Morphine. Not. Oh no, is it Placebo? No, Portishead. That's what I was thinking.
no,
Yeah, that's
but
what I was
that
thinking too.
I mean, like you could kind of
Portishead
mix that.
rules.
They're. I feel like Placebo is like completely underrated in
Never
terms
listened to
of
them.
rock
I'm
band.
gonna
No,
start
no,
tonight.
check them out. Like they got some. Just put their like greatest hits on your Spotify and those songs. are good.
Recommendation.
I'm gonna start a compilation.
Yeah, no, I
Oh, yeah.
like if you're into like Muse, like
Mhm.
like they could kind of be into that.
see
Dude,
that.
Fox fucking ruined Muse because it was on Guitar Hero. Remember, it was like the final like boss song, and he just like hours just played it. It was insane. It was so
Yeah, that
fucking
game ruined
annoying.
A lot of songs.
Yeah, I think
Ministry,
They're
Ministry's wild, man.
that guy Al Jorgensen.
Yeah.
yeah.
Skinny Puppy.
Isn't that the
That's
same
old.
dude? Isn't he in Skinny Puppy too?
Maybe.
Like,
I feel like
si-
there's like this has like a Juggalo vibe too.
it's got everything. It's sort of like Lollapalooza for like the edgy dudes in the 90s
Yeah.
and late whatever, that period after the 90s.
KMFDM.
That's the kill
Kill.
motherfucking Depeche Mode.
Is that what it stands for?
No, but that's
Oh.
like, that was the rumor.
I was like Kill
great.
Mary.
But then there's like another band that's like those letters backwards, like, and it's like another, like, you know,
like
like
heavy,
Simmons
Yeah.
all or
heavy
whatever.
industrial.
There was someone
Yeah,
in our high school. He had it written on his knuckles.
Oh. Does that fit on your knuckles?
I
KMFD. Well,
he had
whatever.
8 fingers.
I feel like if you gone that far with a weird industrial band.
Soulfly.
That's
I saw Soulfly. I saw
they're
Soulfly
cool,
open
yeah.
for Pantera.
You saw them before Pantera?
I saw them open for Pantera.
Oh, I thought they were like mad at each other or something.
Not this tour. It ruled.
Oh,
POD. Still doing it.
wow.
Hoopa Stank.
Goddamn.
Farm. Now we're getting to like the 90s.
Oh, dude, Alien Ant Farm. No, Hoobastank. What? And the reason
I just saw Hoobastank.
is you.
They gotta
Is
be
that-
rich from that
They,
song,
uh,
right? Like that song's everywhere.
dude. I was living with some dudes in Lodi, and we lived in a townhouse where you share walls with somebody, and this. Yeah, pretty much. And this dude had broken up with his girlfriend, and he just played that song by Hoobastank on repeat constantly. And we had made weed brownies, and I'd gone over there. I was like, "Hey, man, like we're just hanging out. Like, do you want to kick it?" And he's like, "Nah, man, nah, not right now. I'm not ready for that." And we're like, "Thinking you hear this goddamn song? This song's fucking terrible." And the reason
wonder,
is you.
My buddy in college knew the reason. The girl.
Oh,
from
really?
San Diego. Yeah. He's like, I know that girl. Like he wrote it about
Really?
her, and they're still friends.
Did you try and hook up with her?
He did hook up with her.
What?
Oh, for real?
Wow.
What is that? Oh no, my friend.
Yeah.
What did
No,
your
no,
song,
no.
your friend
Oh,
write?
man.
Oh,
Just an acquaintance.
Oh, damn. Should have went for it.
Yeah. That would have been way better.
and then wrote his
Yeah.
own song.
Yeah.
you
missed out.
God. Well, I don't know. Half.
Do you, need
Filter.
do you need your glasses?
Filters. That's the thing.
Busted.
The thing I liked about this festival is like the lower bands were like some of my favorite ones, and I don't remember like Filter. I like the Melvins are on there.
Oh,
Oh,
dude,
yeah,
the
they're there.
Melvins.
Yeah.
That would be cool.
I saw them
Yeah.
in Amoeba.
Stabbing westward.
Oh, jeez.
I feel like I heard that like in like a quad 106.5 like
Ooh, I see
Like
Steve's
rundown.
band. Body count.
Oh, cop killer bitch.
Orgy.
they did that cover of the New Order song.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yeah, and I don't.
There's
I
a
don't know
band,
those.
the band Cold, I think, is opening. Are they on there?
Cold.
Yeah, right there.
Yeah.
Man, there's
They-
a lot of bands on
I
this
saw
thing.
them in like 2001. They opened for Weezer, and like it was like Weezer's comeback after.
I thought Cold was like a new metal band.
They are. And
Oh,
Their
really?
singer's got like a shaved head, like
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Maynard, and like he wore like a kimono type like thing. They were a whole like goth kind of style, and the Weezer crowd booed them. Like they straight booed them like their whole set.
Typical
I feel like
Weezer
they did
crowd.
like 6 songs and were like done, and I was like, that's rough. I was like, to be booed by a bunch of like nerds. like you're like this like scary look, and everyone's booing you. I'm like,
Yeah, that band. Yeah, I don't know. I couldn't tell you a cold song.
no, I didn't know any. But I was kind of like, I'll just wait till the show's
Yeah,
over.
let me get my monocle. Oh, My Life in the Thrill Cult. Yeah, I don't. Horror 999. That's like a crazy new band, I think. Prayers, they suck. That's like Cholo Goth.
Oh, that's the. I think I saw them.
did?
I think they opened for.
She Wants Revenge. I remember that band.
Yeah, no, I think I did see Prayers. They opened for Perfect Circle.
Oh, really?
It's like I think it's
No,
like
this is a new band. Like they came out like 3 years ago.
right. They like Kat Von D's
Yeah.
husband is the singer or whatever, right? Or
Yeah.
something like that. Yeah, like I saw them. They opened for Perfect Circle when I saw them in 2017.
Oh, wow.
And another band that people booed.
Yeah, because
it
they
was-
suck.
It was
haven't
weird.
been
Yeah,
to
it
a
was weird,
show
man.
in a
Like,
long time
they
where
had a lot of
bands get booed.
they had these like neon upside down crosses behind them, and like, but like, I just remember the music was kind of like rap singing.
Yeah,
Depeche Mode.
They call it like Cholo Goth.
yeah.
It's different and it's not bad, but it was just like fuck, like this one sounds the same as the next one.
I was like I gotta listen to the album. It's hard to understand live.
The dude from Him, not the band Him, just the dude from
Guy.
Him. Kitty. I saw Kitty.
Oh, they were cool.
This is like kind of like a new. This is like Ozfest, essentially.
Yes, that's what I've seen.
So
on Facebook.
is this all one day too?
Yeah.
Jesus
That's what I mean.
Christ.
Like, what are you gonna see? Like 6 songs each, and then
well,
a
it's
bunch of set changes, or
like I've gone to
3 stages?
Aftershock a couple times, and it's like there's like 4 or 5 stages. So like a lot of these bands will be like on the smaller
It's just
stage.
like Warped.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like Warped.
It's just like a short set.
Dude, speaking of Warped Tour, last night I was watching the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame induction, and Eminem went in, and they showed a clip of him on Warped Tour.
99.
Yeah,
I was there.
yeah, Oakland.
Yeah.
That was a crazy one.
that was
I remember
awesome.
watching Bouncing Souls play on a stage, and like nobody was there.
Right.
Same
And
with
they,
Living End.
and I saw them too. We
Yeah.
probably saw this. Did you see 7 Seconds? They played right after the Bouncing Souls on that same like stage in the parking lot.
I just remember like kind of being like, oh, that's the Bouncing Souls.
Yeah, I remember that set really well because
Mm.
they were like some dude's shoe came off and they talked about people not tying their shoes. And I was like, oh, I get it, man. That was like the style, right?
Yeah.
That is a
And-
Fox story.
And then they like mentioned like Oakland, like Raiders players, like Jim
Oh, really?
Plunkett or something. like
Bo
they were like
Jackson.
very they were
Jim
very
Brown.
astute. Like that, I remember that Warped Tour so well, and I saw Eminem, like the Black Eyed Peas were there,
Yeah.
and Ice-T or
Yeah.
whatever, the
Yep.
Body Count.
Eminem was walking through the crowd. I distinctly remember like a camera following Eminem, just like, who the fuck is this guy? And he had the giant inflatable mummy.
Yep, yeah,
On
with like the
stage, yeah.
needle in its arm.
Yeah.
yeah.
And Katie was like she was like blown away by it. I was like, yeah, dude, like it was just nuts. And then like all of a sudden, like 3 weeks later, he was everywhere.
I was like, this won't last.
Yeah.
I was telling all
Who's
my
this
friends,
fucking
like,
guy?
This thing's not gonna last, guys. Come on. Yeah.
Yeah, I saw him. I went to the Boreal one. That was really cool. Matt was there, and he threw a shoe at Eminem. Oh, yeah?
Oh no, I was at the one at Boreal with Fox. I think it was the year It may have been like the next year where Rancid headlined,
Yeah.
and that's when like Rockstars came out, the drink,
Oh.
and
okay.
Fox and I drank a bunch of them on the way up. Like we drank like 3 each, and then we just got super tired. Like we completely crashed. And like that was a
It's the
rough one.
altitude.
Boreal was a rough one because it was so dusty and shit.
Yeah.
So
That was a track.
yeah,
That was the first. I went to the like '96, I think, Boreal Warped Tour,
Jeez.
and that's
like
like the
10
specials
bands.
played. No, it was like the specials and like Rancid and No Effects and like
oh, so I went to the one in San Francisco that year.
yeah, like
It
that
was
was
like-
a great year.
It was like No Effects, Rancid, Bad Religion,
Tilt.
Tilt. I remember walking in with Tilt.
Yeah.
Like we walked up, like my parents dropped us off, And then like me and Rusty and Crazy Legs all went in, and like Rusty was like, "There's a girl from Tilt," and like they all just kind of we all walked in together. It was like, whoa, that's crazy. So, yeah, now Eminem's in the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame.
Yeah.
So,
And we made it happen.
I mean,
You're welcome.
second
You're welcome,
album, is
Eminem, for getting you
second album
started
rules.
off my back.
Now we just have to help Machine Gun Kelly.
MGK.
So like at that Warped Tour, like I went to the Volcom booth and they like threw a pair of pants out to the crowd, and they like the dude was like, "Hey, like you, like these are your pants, like they fit you," or like kind of like we made eye contact.
He's like,
and
"You're inseam."
tossed me pants, and they were like the best pants I've ever worn. And they're like literally thrown from a stage at a concert. It's like, man, how do you know?
Yeah, how did you know that?
Yeah,
How long have you been watching me?
I know. I was just like, I can't believe I like won pants, but then also they fit really well.
I missed the Yoo-Hoo booth.
Oh man,
Yeah.
I remember that. That's a bold choice to be throwing pants out.
That's
The
what I
people,
thought.
like,
They had to be
socks,
some like
shirts,
odd fitting like
Pants.
For a summer festival. Not
Exact-
shorts, pants.
serendipity. You
Yeah,
know, like,
there's a pair of
Right.
Carhartt pants.
Right.
Yeah, I don't even know if I could hang at a festival like that anymore. For me, going back to our,
out.
it's true, we'll find out. So going back to like when I was texting about Blues Traveler, I had another group text, and one of the questions that came up was, how much would it cost for you to how much would you pay to see Blues Traveler? And my response was like, depends on the venue and if I can sit down. And then no more than $40.
I also say openers.
That's true.
You have to know who they are, or
Yeah, at least one.
like who would open for Blues Traveler? I can't think of one band.
Depends on the show, because you could do that whole '90s nostalgia.
Dishwalla.
Yeah, honestly, yeah. Google Dolls,
Google Dolls for sure are opening.
Gin Blossoms,
Yeah, it'd be something like that.
I was thinking
Wallflowers.
I was thinking more the
I'd
lines
say
of
the
like a
Wallflowers.
like a bluegrass band or something, or like
Yeah, it'd have to be somebody in their vein, like something like that.
Yeah.
But no, Blues Traveler rules. I'm glad that I just randomly started listening to them the other day, and then kind of like the charm ran off. Didn't last very long. I was like, that's enough.
How much harmonica can you listen to?
How much harmonica can you honk on before you honk too much harmonica? I think one of the big reasons I would not want to go to a concert like that is because I'd be worried about hurting my knee.
Ooh. Knees at this age? No
that
joke.
brings
man,
us to
check engine light comes on at 40.
Drew's topic. You want to talk about?
my poor sister-in-law destroyed her knee. I think it was last week. She was doing a little bit of roller skating at a birthday party.
Oh, had it coming then.
Whoa.
Yeah, fell,
Was she at a
fell the wrong
skating,
way.
skating rink or
Yeah, yeah. And I mean, she was just trying to catch her kid because her kid was falling, and she took the spill.
did she have inline skates?
Oh, but is
So-
she okay? She just get like a whole new ACL or something?
She's pretty much out of commission for like 9 months.
What?
So,
You can't hear it because
No,
I was
I
like
know.
laughing.
I can see you. Yeah.
see him pushing buttons.
Yeah.
Yeah, so there's going to be surgery, and part of the surgery is they're going to, take a piece from a cadaver to like remake some of the tendons. And so she was joking, like, yeah, like when they put the piece in, like we got to give it a name because it's, it's someone else's piece. So we were texting back and forth new names for her knee.
Oh, so you had John Knee Depp,
Johnny Depp,
Oh, that's
Kevin Nealon,
Nealon.
Nicole Kidman. I had John Knee Cash, or Johnny Knoxville too. Con Knee West,
Yeah, there we go.
Bon Knee Rate. Personal favorite, Melanie Fox.
I thought of one driving up. Jesus Christ.
Oh, dude.
that's a good one.
That's the air horn.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yay.
I thought it was gonna be the boo.
Yeah. No, Jesus Christ. That's the best one.
Not bad.
Well, died for your sins.
So now,
Wow.
now we got a whole list.
How long is she out of commission for?
Like 9 months.
Holy shit, that's a baby, dude.
Yeah.
It probably wouldn't be that bad though. Like after a while, it would like just chilling.
Yeah, but it's gonna be really frustrating too when you're like trying to take care of a kid and
Oh,
just like the normal stuff you
Yeah.
want to do. Like, I
Does
guess
she
she's
have
not gonna be. What?
Crutches and like the whole.
Yeah. Oh
It's
yeah.
fucked up, man.
Yeah.
Bodies are fucked up.
Yeah. Just from one like
From roller
weird
skating?
spill. Yeah.
Like, yeah.
Yeah, that's I had this weird thing where like you just almost throw up.
No, no.
Oh, I thought you like
Oh, no,
Just thinking about it.
No, not
spit
at
up.
all. Yeah.
I had this weird thing, like it was like a Charlie horse in my butt cheek, and like it was like no joke a month where I was like stretching, I was doing like a yoga stretch and everything, and finally one day it just went away, like whatever the knot was, just it untied itself, and
Yeah.
it was sucked, but well, hopefully she's okay now. That's
Yeah. On the road to recovery.
I mean those surgeries are pretty routine.
Oh yeah, for sure.
My brother-in-law is a orthopedic surgeon. He does that shit all the time.
I know him.
Have you met? Due to hip, I don't think we can really discuss this, but have you run
I know he
into
has a killer first name.
Yeah, he does. And we'll just leave it at that. But
So-
no, I keep asking if he's talked to you. Have you met him?
Well, like at our gatherings.
Oh, so you at like the hospital?
No.
Oh.
Like at your house.
Oh, okay. Well, he knows your name.
I know
So
his.
I told him to.
Yeah, he's cool.
Yeah, he's
Tell
real
him about the knee problem.
Yeah.
Oh,
should,
yeah.
Actually.
Yeah, we got a connection here.
Dude, he was. So like, I guess he was on call a couple weekends ago, and they were gonna go do something, and then he got called in to go do a surgery, and I'm like, how do you get in that fucking mind state? Like, oh, I'm just chilling, fucking
Just
about to go to a movie,
do some. deep
and now I gotta
breaths.
go open up someone's fucking wrist because they broke it.
He's got like a 4-pack of Monster Energy drinks in his
guess.
car.
Yeah,
Just
you-
fucking pounds them on the way to the hospital.
Putting on some
Yeah.
Chevelle.
yeah. yeah.
Man, yeah, I don't know. That's like an athlete like mentality or something like that, I guess.
Yeah,
I
different
mean-
breed.
Yeah.
Did you guys have a good Thanksgiving?
Yeah, it was great. Like so we don't eat meat, and
Mm.
most of the time, Thanksgiving is a holiday. No one wants to not eat meat on. So I was like I made a bunch of food, vegetarian food. Invited my wife's family and a couple of my family, and
Wow.
yeah, we had it here, and the kids enjoyed it. So yeah,
Yeah, I feel like we're taking Thanksgiving back. That's what I meant. But I feel like it's like our generation is more like we're gonna do what we want to do on that day. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like we're not gonna like we had turkey and it was kind of like, yeah, I'm cool. I don't need to eat turkey anymore. But like, yeah, it just feels like you don't have to like spend it with your family. It's like one of those.
like for the past when my wife's mother was alive, she lived in Wyoming, and so we would drive out there, and it was like a whole event that felt really special.
Mm-hmm.
Like, we're taking the car and we're packing the kids and
The
you
family
go-
truckster.
Yeah, and there's like all this snow and like it felt like you were kind of putting intention into the whole event, and it was like, this is really fun. And since then it's like, well, we got to recreate it here, and there's no snow, and it's like it's a little less of an effort.
Yeah.
So yeah, I don't know, you got to do something different, but
There's a bit of passing the torch too, because you have that tradition where it's like, all right, it's always at mom's house.
Yeah.
yeah.
And at some point, it's that kind of that weird
Well,
energy. We're like, all right, we're gonna do it at our place
Yeah.
now. If you want to come,
now
the
we're
kids are
like
too
mom.
young.
We're like, come on, sisters and brothers, like
Yeah.
do whatever you want at our house. Or
we were all 6, so it was just the 4 of us, which was
Yeah,
actually
we-
kind of nice.
We just went to my wife's sister's house. It was cool. It's just super chill. It's like, what do you want to bring? We'll bring a fucking salad. All right,
Right.
cool. Like whatever. So it was a long fucking weekend though, man. Like by the end of that goddamn weekend, I was like, I don't want to see my kids. I don't want to see my wife. Like I just like we just felt trapped and
Did
shit.
you guys have Friday off?
Yeah.
yeah,
Did you have the week off?
Well, I mean, I'm off all the time. My wife didn't, but my kids did. So
Josh is retired. I don't know if you
Yeah, I'm a retired teacher.
quietly retired.
Right.
I thought you were running for election.
Yeah. Well, that's his main focus. But.
Yeah, no, my son wasn't at school, so it was like sweet. We were gonna go to school back and forth all day,
yeah.
and we can like what? I don't know. Oh, I took him up to Apple Hill.
Oh, for real?
I like
Yeah,
Apple
well,
Hill.
because I was like, no, because we didn't plan on doing it. We were just like, let's go to Placerville, and there's like this gold bug mine or
Yeah.
something.
Our neighbors went there.
It's not open on the weekdays, so
Why
we
would it
get
be?
up there, and they're like, they're waking up from their car seats, like,
Mm.
what are we doing? And I'm like, well, nothing. We gotta find it. So I was like, took them up to Apple Hill, and then my oldest was like, this is awesome. Like he was like, I've always dreamed of Apple Hill. Like I want to know so much about it, and I was like, he was more excited than Disneyland.
Whoa.
So like literally got him like an apple donut and like
Those are good. Too.
Yeah, they
I don't
were
like.
fine.
I don't like donuts, but those are solid.
yeah, right. I was like, get the
Me too.
thing.
That's a weird thing. I'm out of donuts. Like I'm totally over
They're
it.
fucking gross.
I feel like shit every time I
Yeah.
eat one. But
Yeah.
those things rule.
Yeah.
Yeah.
They're so good.
I mean, I didn't eat one. He got one. I got
Yeah.
an apple turnover, like a grown up,
Like a
fucking
man.
face,
Yeah.
So
With some ice cream.
right, yeah, so we did some apple stuff,
Yeah.
and then like drove them up like another quarter mile till there was snow or something, whatever, however much, and they were like so jazzed
Yeah.
to see snow. Like my 3-year-old was like, "It's Christmas." I was like, "All
There
right."
is a God.
Yeah, so it was really cool to just like do the cheapest thing possible and just drive them up the hill. And
Placerville's pretty underrated.
I agree. Like
Yeah.
I would
I like
live there,
Placerville.
retire there, whittle
Yeah.
on a porch or whatever.
Yeah, I think you can buy like acreage up there too.
Can
like
you?
there's still
I-
a lot of space.
I'm almost I gotta think about that.
Yeah, they got some cool bars. The Liars Bench, that's a cool bar. I think
I'm-
you can smoke inside in that place.
Oh, that's tight.
Yeah.
That's because it's owner operated,
Yeah,
right? Like the Stogies in Lodi or whatever.
Yeah, but that's like cigars though.
But I mean, they can.
yeah, you can still do it.
Yeah.
I don't mind. Like I always like the idea of being able to smoke. I don't smoke, but like
Right.
I like it was. I remember going to restaurants and like the smoking section, or like
Yeah.
Yeah.
being on a plane and
Plane.
people smoking.
Right.
And like
Totally.
it's disgusting when you're in a
Right.
place. You're like, oh fuck.
Yeah.
But yeah, it's still a cool visual. I
Like
think.
when I'm drunk, like once every like 10 years, but
Mm.
I'll smoke inside. Like that.
Your
would be, like,
house?
the one. No, like
Oh.
in a bar or something. Like that's a freedom I want
In his bedroom.
to preserve at like one place. Like
Yeah.
or that
You
bar
can't
in San
smoke.
Francisco, the Hemlock, that has like a
Oh, dude.
cage outside.
Yeah, that
You can, like,
place-
smoke. It's like I'll go
That's a-
smoke in this 3-walled room or whatever.
That's a cool bar. Yeah, there's one in Sac, SoCal's. They have like an enclosed patio where you can do that.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's pretty cool. Yeah, I don't know. I don't smoke cigarettes, but
Right. I don't.
I
either,
feel
but-
like there should be places where you can do it.
Right. Right.
It's never bothered me. I've always kind of liked the smell because I don't
Yeah.
smoke either.
But when you're in a closed area with cigarette smoke, it's fucking gnarly, dude.
Right.
There was a bar called the Ruby Room in Oakland that you could smoke inside. I remember like having to throw my clothes away
No,
just because
like,
it was so gross.
when I taught, there were like some kids that like show up and they smell like straight cigarettes, and you're like, you live in the most controlled environment that like you can't get out of this thing. You're living in smoke, and that's terrible for you.
Yeah, it's really bad for you.
Yeah.
It's the problem with these libtards, man.
Yeah, dude.
Whoa, I don't know. We'll find out. Yeah. Sorry. So we have the Homer Simpson boo, the clap. Well, Drew's got the clap.
Hey.
Is that still a thing? Oh, come on, man. Crickets. You're missing out, Josh.
I think I can kind of hear him, but like,
Wow, that was helpful.
Oh, that one. That came preloaded on here.
Steve has a new toy.
Yeah. Yeah, I don't know what else. What else we got on here? Drew's sister-in-law. Oh, the birthing process. That one. Oh, the cuckoo clock too. No, yeah, I want to circle back to that because the last episode was what was it? What things you can do with a placenta? or
yeah,
something
we're
like that
talking
we
about
named it?
placentas and Jen's birthing rug.
Well, that Matt
that Matt's
disrespectfully spilled.
Right.
Piece of
fucking-
history.
You should really make him clean it or something.
Sue him.
Right. I just
But
left it for
no, a
anybody.
friend of mine had a baby this week. a second child, and he in a group text he said, "Do you guys want to see the placenta?" And of course, everybody said, "Yeah." So then he sent a picture of his wife's placenta, and I think the next thing was like, "What are you gonna do with it?" And I said, "You can make a chain wallet out of the umbilical cord." And then
For Sick New World Fest.
yeah, Sick New World Fest, taking it to a new level, man. With your Jankos and an umbilical cord chain wallet, and like
Black
a choker, or like a baby bonnet, or a mask. But yeah, then we just started talking about birthing.
So, like, did he ask to see this placenta? Because I didn't. I kind of felt cheated.
Bro, I touched the placenta.
I didn't get any like tour of any
missed
anatomy or anything.
You missed
I'm
out.
like, I should have switched insurance.
Our nurses showcased it. We didn't even ask. Like, well, yeah, our first kid, like, wow, what a beautiful placenta. What is happening
Really?
right now? Oh, yeah, it was
That's
gnarly.
awesome. That's like, what the fuck?
Yeah.
That's crazy. Yeah, ours
Yeah.
was just on a table, and I walked by and I put my hand on it, and it was like warm.
They weren't like they're like that's it, or you just
purred.
like, you just went for it. So like when my first was born, we had an emergency C-section, and they're like, "All right, you got to go in," and I'm all gowned up, and like there's literally like
Dolled up.
like the like the opening of my wife or whatever, and I was like, "Oh, I want to like take a peek," because I was like talking to my boss at work, and he was like telling me how he got to like see all that, and,
Yeah.
like help in the incisions and stuff, and I was like, "That sounds fascinating."
That sounds
you
really
know?
unsafe.
Right, exactly. I mean, his kids were like 15 at the time.
Oh, yeah,
so
so-
like this is like a long time ago. But
Or, like surgery toolkit that you just bust
yeah, no. But I was like,
Tackle
I'm
box.
ready to get to work here. You know, you got me in these this gown. Or whatever. They literally like grabbed my hands and put them by my side, like walked me around behind a curtain
like a toddler.
Whoa.
Yeah, I did. I felt like a toddler. And then after like the second time, I was kind of like, all right, I gotta like take a peek somehow. And then the third kid, I just went for it. I was kind of like pushed everyone out of the way. I'm like, there's
Yeah.
open surgical, body, which is totally gross. But
Yeah, it's wild, man.
Yeah.
Like I mentioned, like I jokingly was like, "You guys need someone to help pull it out," and they're like, "Do you want to do that?" And I was like, "Oh, is that an option?" They're like, "Yeah." And I was like, "Oh, well, let me think about it." And then they were like, "There's no thinking; it's yes or no right now." And I was like, "All right, fuck it." And they literally just put gloves on me, and I was dressed like a shithead, like I am now, and it just was like,
that's awesome.
Yeah.
That's super awesome. I wish I got more. Like we had an anesthesiologist on our second child that was like, all right, now you can take some pictures. And he was like setting the whole thing up. He played like this. He asked us before what playlist we wanted. And
you're like, "Well,
we were
we're taking requests."
I've got some awesome
Sick New
compilations.
World.
Yeah, with
Yeah.
Mr. Do you have any Mr. Bungle?
Since it's a new birth,
Yeah.
sick
Fast
new
music
world.
for fast births.
And, but Jen was like, I don't care, like it's like Dave Matthews and like
Tim
what
Reynolds.
was that song like Despacito,
Oh yeah.
that one that came on like twice, and it was like this total like mix
What's
of
Despacito?
I-
Despacito.
Yeah,
That's
like,
Desperado, dude.
dude,
But
it's
it-
like dude, Puerto Rico, dude, boop, boop, boop. It's like just this like song. Like, I don't know. It's in Spanish and like a couple.
Oh, I know what you're talking. Yeah,
It came out like a few years ago, but somehow it was in there with like Crash Into Me or whatever by Dave
Yeah.
Matthews. And like the anesthesiologist was like, all right. He kept calling us like mama and daddy.
Ugh.
He's like, all right, mama. It's like it's gonna be one last tug or whatever. Like, all right, daddy, you can take some pictures.
Ugh.
And like I was like kind of like, this dude's tight. Like he's like the tour guide of
Yeah.
my wife's birth, My wife, I was like, so like when our third kid was there, I was like, can we get this guy? Like he
Yeah.
was cool. He was like, and she's like, she held off until like the day our kid was born. And she was like, no, I didn't want that guy at all. Like I just didn't want to tell you, like to like fight for him. Like I just like he creeped me the fuck out.
Like, we've been emailing. He's on his way there.
Right. I was like, can we please have him? Like he's my buddy.
Was he like a-
drops?
A green screen.
Now
You guys
you're
want
on an
this?
island.
Yeah. Delaware. Was he a doula?
No, he was the anesthesiologist.
Oh, okay.
controlling the
Oh, that's
levels.
weird.
Yeah, it was super weird, and like he was like the coach of the birth, and like
Wow.
the best pictures we have are from him because I gave him my phone and he's like, all right, lean in. And he's like, you know, like doing
Get your hands in there.
the whole thing. And then like the third birth, like everything was just like down to business. You know, they're like, we don't care about your pictures.
Yeah, yeah.
You know, like
Our first one took a super long time with the labor. And so that's what I was prepped for on the second. And so I started unpacking everything in our room and getting really comfortable. They're like, "What are you doing?" Like, she's
I'm
gonna
putting
be
my
here-
socks away.
Yeah, I'm putting it on my TV station.
Yeah.
They're like, no,
I'm gonna
you
watch my
need to get off
stories.
watch my stories.
I gotta take a piss. So just keep going.
All right, just wash your
Yeah.
hands, please.
right.
Yeah,
I didn't wash my hands the last time. Oh, I thought because I didn't wash my hands the last time.
oh, gross. Touch my face.
We've been talking in these microphones.
Yeah, you shook my hand.
Right. You set this whole thing up.
We played thumb wrestling. But yeah, two totally different experiences.
I like after so like our second took like a long time, and there was like a lot of like work being done, and then like after the third one I was like, I don't think that was normal. I was like, I wonder like did everything go okay and we just didn't know enough, because the third was like, yeah, we're in and out, like that's it. It was like 15 minutes, and then like number two was like, it was like, yeah, I felt like we were in there for an hour.
Yeah, they were short staffed on our second one. And so it's just like this poor nurse pretty much doing everything. And then just like finally screaming for the doctor, like, you need to get in the room now. Like my daughter's like just coming out. So she's like running in there, like, got her.
Nice.
And so we just saw the doctor for like 5 minutes. It was like, okay, my job here is done.
Yeah, I remember like the nurses did everything.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And the doctor kind of was like, I think her name was like, not Sunshine, but it was like some kind of like mystical name.
Moondrop.
Something like that, like Moon River. I don't know. She was super cool though. But yeah, I also mentioned too, like I was telling this group text, I was like, it's crazy how soon you're out of the hospital too after you have a kid. Like there was like, it's like 24 hours. I was like, dude, we were out like in 12. It was nuts.
Really?
Wow.
No, we had some sort of thing where like we stayed for like, because it was
If it's a C-section, I
you're
think
right. You
yeah.
stay longer and whatever. Yeah.
Hmm.
Did you guys have kids during COVID?
No.
Yeah.
No. You,
Oh, you
Yeah.
did. Yeah,
Our
yeah.
second,
Yeah.
That was a trip.
Yeah, that
that was annoying.
Super.
Yeah. I was like, that's
pandemic.
it's like it takes the fun out of giving birth. I was like, there's more to do.
yeah.
It's one extra thing.
Yeah.
It was also kind of nice because it kept people out.
That is true.
That-
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like, sorry, no visitors.
Not my rules.
Yeah. We'll zoom it. Yeah, no, it's a trip. Like, yeah, birthing. It's wild.
I don't know. I think it's like the best. It to me, it was like super exciting every time. Like if you could work it out, like do it a lot, like have more kids. But obviously, it can't. You know.
Well,
like,
it's you could go to medical. You could become like a doctor for it.
like deliver
Yeah,
babies. I don't think the thrill's the same as it's yours.
Probably not.
Like,
I get bored after like a week. Like, oh, all right, same fucking thing.
yeah, another fucking
fucking
thing.
baby.
More poop.
They just keep coming.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah, when are these people going to learn? We had a doula for the first one, and she was really cool up until like it was like kind of like time to go, like the last few hours, where she was like, "You can just lay down again." I was like, "You can fuck off." Like,
To
like
you?
she was kind of
Oh.
rude. Like when the pressure was on, like
Yeah.
yeah.
Who's paying your bill?
Don't get me started.
Bitch, no.
But at one point I did like wake up and like her and Katie were on all fours and she was like rubbing Katie's back. And I was like, yeah, I'm just gonna roll over and go back to bed here. I didn't know what was going on. It was crazy. Cause it was like we thought she was gonna go into labor and then like they sent us home. I think it happened like twice. It was crazy. It was like 30 hours. It was insane.
Whoa.
Yeah, it was wild. So
Yeah, the first one was
intense.
super long too.
yeah.
I was sleeping on that couch and I think I put earplugs in and I just remember getting like yelled at super bad, like, take out your fucking earplugs. Get up, like it's time.
Yeah.
It's time. Like, oh shit.
Ah, sorry, man. Yeah, you came by. We have a picture of you. Were like the first person that held Emily.
Yeah.
He was
I
at the
still remember that.
hospital.
I was
Oh,
working.
right on.
He like came by, and then you were like, "Well, if you're still around, like I have lunch in an hour." And I was like, "Hey, I was thinking about going to lunch with Drew." And Katie's like, "No, you're not going to lunch. We just had a baby like 3 hours ago. You're not going to lunch with your friend." I was like, "Okay,
I did with Rob.
well,
Rob
hey,
got a little break, and his mom came down to the cafeteria.
that must be nice."
Had a nice
I
little
drank a
snack.
shitload of Coke Zeros on that second birth.
Coke Zeros.
Yeah, I think that's where I kind of like fell in love with Coke. I don't drink it all the time, but it's pretty
Whatever gets
solid.
you through.
That's true. It is.
I got Macoonies afterwards.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
We had McCooney's last week. We went there.
Yeah, they had it across the street.
Mm.
And like, the women can't have sushi for them. Well,
That's
supposed to.
right.
True.
Yeah.
So
I'm like, I can just dip out real quick.
I'm gonna get a fucking pepper fin.
Yeah, she's like, yeah, go.
Oh, really?
Oh yeah,
Dang,
that's awesome.
You suggested Jimmy John's.
Oh yeah,
I remember that. It's like I've always wanted to eat at a Jimmy John's.
it's convenient.
And it's
Freaky fast.
It's no Jersey Mike's.
It's true. Oh, they just put one in across the street.
Dude, Jersey Mike's rules.
Pretty good.
Yeah,
I know a Jersey
good
Mike.
stuff. Really?
He rolls too.
Was he on Jersey Shore?
Pretty close.
Yeah, I like Jersey Mike's. Yeah, birthing. I think we've kind of covered it all. Oh, did you guys see the footage of The Rock going to the 7-Eleven he used to steal?
Did you
Yeah.
send that to me?
Yeah, I did. Yeah.
I didn't send it to you.
Someone did.
I want to check your feed, bro.
I mean, that dude could have like done that back in like 1997 when he was like in WWE.
Yeah, what did that cost? Like $50.
Yeah, right. Like, how many candy bars did the guy steal?
But you didn't see he paid, like he double paid, I think, and then he gave the dude at the counter like a shitload of cash too. I think he gave everyone their money and then took pictures with them.
But that's
Huh.
weird because it's probably not the same people that he stole from at the beginning.
Right.
Or it's
They're
they're
just
not the
like,
same
cool,
prices
thanks.
either.
Right. The
Did they
guy that
factor
you
in
stole from
inflation?
is dead from poverty.
Yeah.
From broken hearts.
He was
syndrome.
killed in a murder
We
at that
bought
7
this store for cheap
Yeah.
from his dead widow.
Yeah. He was murdered in a robbery at 7-Eleven. He was in back restocking stolen fucking Snickers, and some dude rolled in and shot him in the face.
Some little shit.
Yeah. Yeah, did they factor in like inflation?
I mean, the only like I'm trying to give the most
Should have pressed
generous
charges.
interpretation. Yeah. I was-
Should have fucking arrested the son of a bitch.
So you're admitting to the crime.
He's like, first of all,
Finally,
you're not going to
got
figure a
you.
pair of handcuffs that are big enough to go around me. I thought that was cool, man. Like, I think.
it's a role model. You know,
Yeah.
he's a role model, and I think there's going to be a bunch of kids that are like,
Oh, wrong one. I got to label these, so. I meant to-
there'll be
There
some
you go.
like smart ass kids or whatever that like will probably be inspired by it. So
Yeah.
I was like, that's my most generous
I think it's that-
interpretation.
Aloha vibe.
It is. It's the total aloha vibe. You guys want to hear a secret, though?
Always.
I stole something this week.
Whoa. Christmas ornaments from
Someone's
Hobby
heart.
Lobby.
Nope. Bag of chips from Subway.
No way.
Intentionally or
100% intentionally.
Oh, damn.
Dude.
Oh.
100%. I had planned it out for a couple times, like a couple
I was
visits.
gonna say a couple weeks.
Yeah. Honestly, it probably was a couple weeks.
Taste the joint.
I did, and as soon as like this last Tuesday was my.
Let's back up. Is this like vindictive or just like I'm fucking stealing?
I don't.
chips?
I will steal from places. Like
just because, like thrill seeking, or
no, because I always factor in like it'd be really fucking embarrassing to get arrested for stealing a bag of Cheetos from a Subway.
in your 40s,
Yeah, like losing your job because you stole some Cheetos.
and not being able to get another one.
Yeah. Like, fuck. Well, I guess I'll pick up
I
that
mean,
and then having to work at a Subway.
Are you gonna like wait around for the police to come or like?
So I don't feel bad because it's not my fault. Technically, it's their fault. They have as you pay and leave, they have the bag, the chip rack right here, right? So you can just grab them and walk out.
Okay.
So I just
That is
and
their
I did
fault.
plan it. I did plan it for a couple weeks. But yeah, I don't feel bad stealing from like Home Depot. They encourage you to steal. I've gone to Home Depot and bought and stuff, and the person like doesn't even look at what you're checking out. So
I've
I don't-
definitely done that at I think Walmart.
Yeah, dude, I don't pay for cards. I think I don't ever want another like birthday card ever again.
Oh yeah.
But I'll steal them. They're super easy to steal. I feel like this is gonna get us in trouble.
Yeah, you're like on a list now.
But
Just kidding.
no, like I'm not
Right.
stealing like anything like clothes or anything like
Insane.
that. But it's just like, dude, if you can walk out with something, I never like walk out. Like if I am gonna do this, you pay for half of it. You pay for like some of the stuff, and then you kind of like slide other shit around, and so
Yeah,
Fair enough.
it all comes out in the wash.
Yeah.
yeah,
It's
Yeah.
not like you're fucking someone else over.
Right.
Like,
It's
No,
the
the
Home
manager's
Depot
gonna get
hasn't
in
gone out
super
of business
trouble
because
'cause-
of you.
yeah. Yeah.
yeah.
You know, like,
The dude,
It'll be
somehow
fine.
they, somehow
It'll
they
be
still
just
stay
fine.
solvent.
the dude at Subway's not gonna get fired because
Yeah.
$1.42 is missing in the Cheeto.
I mean,
We
fucking
looked at the
thing.
camera.
Yeah, I mean that's what I like about like
There
you know,
wasn't-
it's like
Catch
all
this
these
guy.
There wasn't one.
you have those like massive retail
didn't
thefts
plan
in
it.
like San Francisco. Where,
Yeah.
you'll smash and grab everything.
I'm
You're
not
like,
stealing.
Wait, how their business stay in business? You know, like why hasn't it gone under because of this horrible theft or whatever? It's like, oh, maybe they've been marking up those stupid bags forever, or
Yeah.
you know, like
There was one of those in Sacramento, where like this weird new, like it's like a prom store where you could buy like prom dresses and shit. Some people like ran in and just they did that, like a smash and grab,
yeah,
but it was like fucking prom dresses and
Right.
shit. And it was like $10,000 worth of shit.
we were at the Roseville Mall and there was like,
Great mall.
yeah, it's the only mall left.
yeah.
I
Auto
feel
mall?
like there's all the malls
Auto
suck.
mall.
Yeah, but there's we were at there's some fancy store. I don't even remember what it was, like Tiffany's or something.
Oh,
and
damn,
it was
bro.
like
Hot
name
topic.
dropping.
it had a
Hot
ton
topic.
of, it had like 3 security guards. They were like
Yeah.
ready for the mob. So I was like, well, you know,
We were
gotta
in
do.
we were in San Francisco last September, and it was the same way. Like we walked by like that Union Square area where we
Mhm.
stayed, and it was like armed guards in front of these places.
That's kind of why I'm like I read that like a bunch of people stole a bunch of cameras from the Leica store in like
Oh.
Union Square. I'm like, what? The police literally, it's a square. How can they not secure that? Even if it's like if all that stuff is so valuable, like just post like 3 cops
Mhm.
on like 4 corners.
Well, now they don't have to. Now they can post robots.
The robots.
That's
yeah,
right.
yeah.
Yeah.
That's not going to go wrong.
No.
I don't think it's like automated robots like a Terminator. I
don't
think
think
it's
so.
more like a dude with a remote control that's like
Dude,
killing you from outside.
if it was a Terminator though,
Yeah.
That'd be kind of sick.
that'd be sick, dude. That'd be fucking
Yeah, it's
rad.
some operator. He's got one screen.
It
that's
looked
a
like,
robot.
it looked
Yeah, that's
like-
Call of Duty.
Yeah, no, I think it's literally like we see him on the screen. Can I shoot him? Yes.
Sweet.
It looked like
And you can
Johnny
save him,
Five.
Do it.
It looked like Johnny
I haven't
Five
seen a
from
picture
Short
of it.
Circuit. I saw one on Instagram. It was like it looked like Johnny Five from Short Circuit. It had like the big like round like
Yeah.
weird things.
That's fucked
I
up,
sent
man.
you a short circuit quote on my way here.
Oh, that stuff was
Yeah.
Deloso. What was it? Because I read it and I was like,
I don't remember.
I thought you just kind of were
I
just
think there
being
was like
silly.
Los Locos. It was from
Oh,
Short
like,
Circuit 2.
Kick your balls.
Into
Ooh.
outer space.
Yeah, I remember that part.
I wonder if that movie holds up.
No.
It can't.
Punk Johnny Five.
Johnny Five got a boner. I think that was one of the lines. Johnny
Oh, yeah.
Five.
And that actor's not even Indian.
Oh, well,
Yeah.
was it Hank Azaria? He did all the voices on Simpsons,
Right.
and now he refuses to do Apu. Oh, that's Aladdin. We should
Oh, the
really,
monkey?
we should each have our own impersonation, or our own impression that we go back to on this show.
Just pick one.
No, like really work on one though.
Okay.
Like I can be like fucking Ice T, man.
Every week do a new one.
You don't have to work on that.
I don't need to work on that, man. Ice T. Fucking.
Or maybe
Uh,
pick one that you have to work on.
Oh yeah, homework. Really good one. So
Or just like commit to like a hard one that we don't. So we'll just see progress.
Yeah. Oh, that's right. Let's just not announce it.
Right.
And then we'll have to guess who it is.
was that Martin Luther King? That was fucking spot on, Drew. That was impressive. Yeah.
3 months of work.
Yeah. Just
Napkin classes.
yeah. So Yeah, no, I think we kind of covered it all. Oh, you know what I do want to talk about? Have you guys seen? Well, we'll do this next week when Fox is here because it's a movie thing. Cocaine Bear.
I've seen. I
Seen
know
the
the
previews.
story, but I haven't seen the preview.
I watched the trailer today,
Okay.
and I was like, "This can't be." Part of me was like, "This isn't a real movie. Like, this is someone made this just made the trailer." But then, yeah, I don't know.
I think it's a real story.
Based on a true story.
Yeah,
That's
like
what
I
it
think.
says.
I think. Yeah. I mean, I think it's like a bear once ate some cocaine,
Mm.
But he
and then
didn't
the rest
murder
is like a
30
little,
people.
whatever the machine guns and the
Yeah.
the
It did
bank
look pretty
robbery are
fun.
made up.
I think there was like a clip where he snorted a line off a leg that he'd ripped off. It was pretty funny.
It looks hilarious.
Yeah, it looks great. We should all do
Yeah.
Blow and watch it. But
Dress as bears.
just as yeah,
Right.
bitch better have my honey. All right, I think that's everything.
was fun.
That was fun. A lot
Yeah,
better
it's
without
always
Fox.
fun.
Without Fox, it's so much better. Like, God, the dude's an anchor. You were right. That guy fucking just drags everything down.
Well, how much bears on the car? Oh, no.
Oh,
bears.
none.
Yeah.
Look at that.
Right. Jenkins
Yeah,
at birth.
Not, yeah,
Yeah.
again.
Busy Fox.
Right.
Yeah, no, you're right. It was a lot better without him. So, anyway, yeah, I guess we'll. I think we should do one when he gets back, though, just to kind of
Yeah.
Yeah, I'll do
get
a Disneyland follow up.
yeah,
yeah.
Disney World.
Ooh,
Right.
true.
Get it
Never
right or
have
pay
ever.
the price. Yeah, I have no desire to ever go to Disney World.
Yeah.
desire.
Disney World's World go if get the all expense paid vacation package too.
Yeah, I'll go, but I'm not paying for it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Right.
This is what I think of Disneyland. Disney World. God damn it. Sorry. Anyway, all right. On that note, huzzah.
Huzzah.
You didn't say it.
That's our thing?
Yeah, dude. 5 episodes in.
Right.
Okay.
2.5.
Can we do it again?
Nope.